Shopping for a new mortgage, whether you're buying a new place or you're doing a refinance or for renewal, here is a tip that you're not going to hear from your mortgage professional. You got an option when you renew or when you get a mortgage. And the option is, well, how long do you want the amortization to be? Amortization. It's a plan for how long it would take to pay off the entire loan given the rate that you were provided. And it's pretty common to see 25 years. And people often stop there and say, sounds good to me, and I'm going to be aggressive on paying it down. You will be presented with charts showing you that over the life of 25 years, the amount of interest you pay is astronomical. It's massive. And if you go even longer, if you go from 25 to 30 years, it's even more significant interest. And if you condense it to 10, 15 years, which is really aggressive, then you'll pay the least amount of interest. And so people were generally disposed to want to pay off that as fast as we can and remove that interest expense. It's ingrained in our brain that interest is bad. I've got to stop paying it as soon as I possibly can. And it can create, and it often does create, some really big problems when you start to behave that way. Because what you're doing when you're shortening your amortization period, you're making your payments higher. Yeah, you're paying off more interest, but you're also paying more money up front. You're paying a lot more towards it. What happens if you can't pay that? What happens if your ability to provide an income suffers? The banks will have no problem, no remorse, taking over your property and foreclosing on it and selling it to the next highest bidder. What you're better off doing, and I don't know why this is not common knowledge, get as long as an amortization period as you possibly can. If it's 30 years, do 30 years. If it's 35, do 35. If you can get 40, do 40 on the contract. And from there, if you want to treat it as if it's a 25-year amortization, you can, absolutely. You make the payments based on that schedule, and you could treat it as if it's 25, but you always have the fallback. You always have the option to reduce the payment and treat it as if it was a 30-year, 35-year, 40-year amortization loan. There is never really a need, in my opinion, to ever want to reduce and get a short schedule for your amortization. It doesn't benefit you. You can get the longer one and operate as if you had a shorter one to give yourself the flexibility of having to move between payments if you needed to, between a higher payment and a lower payment. So be smart when it comes to contract time, renewal time. You have to do it at that time. If you change it later on, there will be penalties, and the penalties are pretty massive when it comes to Canadian banks. So now you know. Go get wealth done.